own Joe Samaniego brought this up pretty much as soon as the race ended, and a lot of fans that have followed this format for the last decade have as well. If you look back at every even numbered year, 2014, 16, 18, 20, 22, Joey Logano makes the championship four. If you look at 2015, 17, 19, 21, 23, sometimes he doesn't even make the playoffs. He had that encumbered win in 2017, but he has not gotten to the championship four in any of those years. So it's been this even pattern that's gone on for a full decade now. He wins the opening round of the playoffs. Is he on track now to keep this even year streak alive of making the championship four at Phoenix?
I'm not buying it, Ben. I'm not buying it. I'm not a sign reader. I don't read signs. Um, yeah, I'm not into that stuff, and I think Joey Logano is just falling into that sort of pattern by happenstance. I don't think that's anything you can track, and certainly don't put money on it. Don't do that. Don't be stupid. But I'm not talking to you, Ben. I'm just talking to our audience here. But yeah, he's got a path, of course. Hey, you're advancing now to the round of 12. You're already the best of the bunch so far. So he can definitely keep that up. And if I can remember my schedule right, he doesn't have to worry about Bristol this year because that's what did him in at the end of last season. So he doesn't have to worry about that anymore, and it doesn't really matter how he finishes there. But certainly, playoff points will help. So you want to finish well. But yeah, he certainly has a pathway forward. And Penske, if they show up like that to Talladega too, they have a really good chance of getting someone through there. Because man, they were all up there in the front pack.
Yeah, they were all three of them. You had Cindric and Blaney up there as well for much of the day. But yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I don't think that it's like divine intervention. Like this is an even numbered year, therefore Joey Logano is destined to make a championship four here. I think it's just kind of been a long running coincidence here.
It's funny. I give it that. It is very funny.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he gets to the emotional high of making the championship four. I mean, two of the last three even numbered years he's been the champion. 18 and 22. So
yeah,
maybe he has that championship hangover, and then there's a disappointment in not making championship four, and then the team's fired up to come back stronger the following year, and he gets back there, and then the hangover sets in again of the stress of being part of that championship four, having a shot at winning one of the most prestigious prizes in the sport. And they fall back for next year. I don't know. Maybe there is something to that.
This would be a very interesting psychological experiment. Does this have anything to do? Does his success have anything to do with his personality and the ebbs and flows of, like you're saying, the championship high and then the year after and all that stuff? That's very interesting.
Yeah, well, let me follow up on that note, Brandon. I think obviously the playoff schedules changed quite a bit over the last several years here, but this is maybe not as big a wild card as Daytona or Talladega, but we've seen the Fords obviously have a lot of speed on this style of racing and tracks this year. I mean, how many poles is Michael McDowell up to? I mean, my goodness, front row has really picked up the speed as well. But is this just a situation where this is a track type that Ford and Penske in particular are really strong at right now, and that benefited Joey Logano, or do you think that this could be the momentum boost that he needs to advance to a championship four again, or is it just this happens to be the first race in the postseason and he got lucky here and he'll fall back in the round of 12 or the round of 8?
I think Penske just has that type of track figured out just from my own observation, but that's all I'm going off of. And also, I think it really does take a big mental game to be able to navigate a race like this, and just the big chess match of being so steady on the wheel and pacing yourself of when to move up and when to stay put and avoiding big ones. I mean, Joey Logano almost didn't make it out alive there with Todd Gilliland, and the incident there about midway through. I kind of forgot where it was, but yeah, he almost didn't win this. So some fortune plays into it as well. But I think it really is a skill that could be developed. It's still not completely just out of your control. You just ride and hope you make it. I think there is some strategy involved with it too.